All right, Coach. Lost tonight, 7 matches to 3 to Iowa. They come into your guys' gym for the Bowl Championship Series. When we originally talked, we were not talking about Iowa coming here. You guys didn't know who was going to come. It sounded like it was going to be like Indiana, Purdue, Northwestern. And then when Iowa presents the opportunity to come here, what did you guys say? And, what was that conversation like?
We got a call, I think it was maybe Sunday night, and they just said, "Hey, would you wrestle Iowa?" And I said, "Sure." That's awesome. So it was a good opportunity for us. So we took it.
Looking at Sean coming out of the gates, Gilman's huge. He's a massive 125-pounder. He really physically pushed Sean around, but I don't think Sean, I think there's things Sean can fix in that match. How do you coach a guy through that match? Corbin Russell's a two-time national finalist, and he's in on some shots he can't quite finish. Those matches, it doesn't look like those aren't matches where they can change the outcome by, St. Louis. How do you coach the guys over matches like that?
Well, I think you got to just study the film, and Sean has to keep training hard. He's doing the right things, and he's got to stay off the edge, and then he's got to get to his attacks. I don't think he attacked enough. I think Gilman, had way more attacks. So you just got to go out and let it fly, and kind of trust in your talent.
Corbin's young. He's just a freshman. That's a good matchup for him to see guys like that. He placed at the scuffle. Another match where a guy, it's like Corey Clark's tough. He's a three-time All-American, two-time national finalist. What do you say to him after a match like that?
You got some work to do. We got to finish the shots. You got a couple attacks. You got to get off the bottom. It's not rocket science. It's wrestling. So it's anybody can watch the match, and you just got to get better in some areas. And the nice thing about Corbin and Sean and those guys are going to put the work in. So they can improve a lot here in the next couple weeks.
Pat Lugo picks up probably the biggest win of his college career. Knocks off Sorensen. They'd never wrestled before, is my understanding, but that's a big win for him. That's going to put him in that top 4 conversation, I think, now. And you get in a situation where you can get a 3 seed, get a 6 seed. It's a different deal altogether. That match kind of can springboard him into a different part of the bracket where he can make a run to the finals. After a match like that, what do you say to a guy like that who's poised to make a run and challenge and be a threat for the title?
He's got to wrestle. He's got to stay aggressive. I think when he's on his offense, he's strong enough and good enough to score. And it's a big win. It's a big confidence thing when you beat a solid kid like Sorensen. So, he did a nice job.
I think he can win. I think he win the national tournament. And he's a hammer.
He's a good wrestler.
157. I think that guy can make the NCAA tournament. I think that Delandy can be a guy that we could see in Plaid. In St. Louis. What's he got to do? What's a match like that shows he can wrestle in the third period.
I think he just has to go out and wrestle, and he did. If you watch the film, I think he took the first shot, and we've been trying to get him to go out and get on his offense. Listen, Kemmer's ranked 2nd in the country. He's a good wrestler, but just have confidence in what you do well and just stick to it. And I think he'll have a shot to get there and do some damage.
Austin put a hard ride on in the third period, and that was kind of carried him in that match. But a crazy defensive maneuver in the first period. He tried to chin whip the guy. They both did a flip. It was insane.
Yeah, I don't know what he does sometimes, but he's exciting. And the rest of the match, he wrestled a little more solid. So, we were happy with that. Had some good defense and a nice ride. So, he did a nice job.
Ty Shofstall's a freak. The guy just goes out and takes Alex Meyer down 3 times. It was literally looked like he was half drilling. It didn't even look like full speed. It looked effortless. That guy he's dangerous. Like you keep saying to me.
He's a good wrestler, He just has to figure out, a little bit getting off the bottom and staying in good position. Obviously, if you can take the guy down 3 times, you're a pretty good wrestler. Someone like Meyer, he just has to get over the hump. I think he's been in some of these tight bouts with some really good kids. And he just has to get over the hump, and I think he will.
84, Gear gets dominated by Brooks. Has his leg up in the air twice, but can't finish. If he finishes those 2 takedowns, maybe bumps him to his hip, gets some near falls on that cradle, it's a different match. But Gear is a guy, he's a 12 to 20 guy right now. What's he got to do to be a top 8 guy?
You got to finish single legs. Finish the singles and really just keep improving. There's so much area. The great thing about a lot of our kids is they're going out and attacking, like Ty did. Certainly gear shot right away, and I think it's you know, it's going to help us in the long run. If they just keep attacking, we'll try to keep fixing their wrestling, and I think they can be a lot better here in a couple weeks.
Reynolds just gets out-horsed. He gets a beautiful shot, and the guy just, like, flops on him.
Yeah.
He's just small for the weight.
He's getting better, you know, and he's figuring it out. He just has to, you know, just keep training. You know, sometimes Rome wasn't, you know, built in a day, but we're happy with his, you know, his work ethic. Just has to keep getting bigger, stronger, faster, better.
Billy's in the same situation as Gary. He's a 12 to 20 guy. What's he got to do to, you know, he lifts guys. I like when he lifts guys. I think he's real deceptive too. You know, he like strikes like a cobra when he needs to. But what's Billy Miller got to do? Did he ride how he wanted to tonight? What did he do that you liked tonight?
Yeah, well, he was explosive with his shots. He was really fast. That's a maneuverable guy. That's a little bit smaller heavyweight. He was really explosive with a couple shots, and he had a ride. I think he wrestled really well. Really well.
All right, Coach. EWL's next?
Yep.
You have anything else for me?
Go Burrow.
Hey, thanks for the time. Thanks for holding young Ferd, getting a picture with him.
Ferd, my man.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Yep.